another episode at Success Focus Sports Academy. You are all welcome to this live and thank you for joining this live today. Yesterday, you guys made me special. Like, I really appreciate your effort for joining my live yesterday. Thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate it. And today we are going to dive into another topic, but before we dive into another topic today, is a very, very special topic. So I need to thank you guys once again for your love and support. Every step I take, you're always there with me. I so much appreciate your effort, your courage, your time, and everything to support this life to grow. I so much appreciate that. So this is Success Focus Sports Academy, Abuja, Nigeria. So today we are going to dive into another topic, which is how to improve your skating. Let me just call it skating growth. So skating growth, that is what we are going to dive into. But okay. So firstly, I'm going to talk about consistency in training. You see, like you also know, skating don't just happen overnight. It's not a magic. It will not happen overnight. Yes, you heard me correctly. It won't happen overnight. It has to come with sacrifice and consistent training. So, how do you make your training consistent? We are going to talk about that and skill progression. Yes, we are going to talk about avoiding common mistakes. Yes, there are some mistakes that are common that people do while skating. And the fourth, we are going to talk about motivation and mindsets. Yes, motivation and mindset, and like that. So, firstly, on consistency of training. Yes, let me talk about consistency of training. As I said, skating don't happen overnight. Consistency in training has to do with you training regularly. Like, there's difference between you training maybe once in a week, twice a month. So you can't just compare yourself with somebody that train every day. Like person like me now, I train every day. So regardless on the type of skater that I am, we have different categories of skaters. We have like an athlete, we have those who skate for fun, and we have those who skate for fitness. So, regardless of the class that you are, maybe you are skating for fitness, or you are skating as an athlete, or you are skating for fun as a recreational skater, you need to train consistency. Why? Because it will be preferable if you skate at least 30 minutes a day. Like 30 minutes every day is far better than you skating once in a week. Here is why. If you sum up the time that you spend in training every 30 minutes of the day, you will find out that it is much more important for you to train 30 minutes a day or 1 hour a day. As for a person like me, I train at least 2 hours every single day. So it's make me be consistent in training. It makes me feel happy. It make me stay healthier, and it make me improve my skills on daily basis. So if you want to train as an athlete, you need to train consistent too, regardless of when are you going to compete and how are you going to compete. You need to be consistent in training, and so that will help you to build a discipline. So what I mean by building a discipline for you is skating requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of effort for you to be a skater. Why? For example, at times you'll be skating and maybe it's Being a very long time you've skated, you observe that you start feeling some kind of back pain, you get tired very easily, and things like that. So when you train consistently, at least even 30 minutes of the day, it will always help you whenever you come to the ring or to the street. Okay, hi, how are you doing today? Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Sadi Mast. You are welcome to the live. Thank you for your love and support. I really appreciate it. Let's give it a like. Let's give the live a like. Where are you streaming from? Let me know where you are streaming from the mindset. I'm good. I'm good. What about you? What about you? Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? So let me know in the comment section. So as I was saying, as I was saying, you need to okay, thank you. You need to just be consistent in training. That is the first thing that I will discuss on consistency. And secondly, skill progression. This is also very important to improve your skills. Improving your skills is one of the most important thing that you need to do on skate, on roller skate. Yeah, I'm good too. How are you doing today? Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Yeah, I just have a couple of about not up to 200. I have subscribers not up to 200. Kindly subscribe to the channel to help me grow. Thank you for your love and support. So, skill progression, every skater grow in stage. You cannot just wake up and become a pro one day. Like, it's not a magic. You can't become a pro one day. Yes. So, it requires you to start building up your balance, building up your skills from scratch, step by step, and you need to build it step by step. You can't just jump from the low to the highest level of skating. No, it's not possible. It's not magic, obviously, as you know. So, Daywood, you are welcome. Hi, how are you doing today? Daywood, how are you doing today? Where are you streaming from? Let me know where you're streaming from in the comment section. Please like the live. Give it a thumb, please. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, David. So, as for every state that you grow, you need to, for example, let me break it down. If stage one should be learning balance and the right stance, what does this really mean by learning balance and the right stance? Doing skating, being in skateboarding, being in scootering, being it inline skates, and regardless of the activity like slalom, speed skating, aggressive, long jump, high jump, ramp, it's it's a game of balance. You need to get your balance to do everything you wanted to do on skate. So that is why I said it's a game of balance. And if you don't have balance, you see, like, you are not going to find it very easy. You are not going to find it very easy for you to do the skating. So, for example, now, even as I told you yesterday concerning this helmet has to be on your head properly. If this is not on your head properly, it's not making any sense to me. But for example, okay, sorry for staying on. For example, you see, like, this is a skateboard. This skateboard right here, before you can ride on this, you need to get some level of balance and understand about this guy here before you can say, okay, you wanted to ride this and you wanted to know how to ride this. So, building your balance is the first thing. So, when you learn how to position yourself, and when you learn how to position yourself and get the right balance, it will help you a lot to master any kind of skills you wanted to master so far. It will help you a lot. And the right stance, sometimes bad posture used to affect a lot of people. Yes, bad posture will affect you, and that is the reason why you need to practice balance and the right stance. Not that okay, you are skating and you are not skating on the proper position, so that is going to affect you as a skater. So you need to learn the balance and the right stance. Stage two, moving forward and backward control. So when you move forward, you try and move backward. Whatever you do forward, you try and do it backward. So this will help you to master the skill of going forward and skating backward. So when you skate forward, you skate backward. You skate forward, you skate backward. It's just like okay, you going forward and coming backward, going forward and coming backward. And so you need to make sure that whenever you are buckling your roller skate, this is properly buckled. As you can see like this is properly buckled. Let me show you this. This must be properly buckled. As you can see, it must be properly buckled. So it must be properly buckled. You see this? It must be properly buckled like you need to avoid this. This is one of the things that can cause accident while you are skating. So you need to avoid this and put this in properly. You need to tie it and put it in properly so that it won't lose and entangle with your wheels. So I hope you grab that. So you need to start moving forward and moving backward to get more balance about it. So, and the next thing is learning how to stop, turn, and speed control. So, whenever you are skating, I will tell you today, have this at the back of your mind. We have 3S when it comes to roller skate. We have 3S. We have SSS. We have speed, safety, and self control. Speed, safety, and self control. It is very important for you to master that skills and let it always be in your mind. Whenever you are skating, you need speed, safety, and self control. You need to work on those 3S. Why speed? When you speed up, you do skills, it's fun, it makes you feel good as a skater, it makes you better as a skater. Safety is very important because we want you to skate on a plain surface with zero accidents record. That is our aim. And thirdly, self-control. That is why I talked about balance earlier. So you need to work on those three: speed, safety, and self-control. Those 3S are very, very, very important. So when you speed, part of the safety measure is stop and turn. Yes, is stop and turn. Maybe for example, you are skating now and you're on a very high speed and you don't know how to stop, you don't know how to turn. You see, maybe you're about to bump into something or go on a bad road. So you need to learn how to stop because it is very important. Just imagine, assuming you are driving a car on a very high speed with no brakes. So obviously, when you are supposed to stop unexpectedly, I believe you know what will happen. Yeah. So that is why it is very, very important to also learn how to stop whenever you are skating. It is very important. Learn how to stop. And I used to say it is my common word. This thing, this guy right here, let it be on your head. It is very, very important. This guy right here protects your health from any form of injury. Yes. So self-control, okay, turning to is also very important. Turning and doing a transition, maybe from one road to the another to take a turn or to take a corner or anywhere you needed to turn. So speed, safety, and self-control. And don't also forget how to turn, how to stop, and speed. So another thing that some people also do is that whenever they start skating today, they want to copy someone. No, don't copy anybody. Don't borrow people idea. Don't copy people idea by what I mean by don't copy people ideas is that Maybe, for example, you see me jumping on maybe something that is higher on a 1 meter and you're just starting to do, and you also wanted to imitate me and copy the same thing I was doing. So it will be very difficult for you to do it. You end up falling and injuring yourself. So you need to start building your own level of jump. You need to start from the lowest thing that you can jump, and gradually, you continue to jump something very high to your satisfaction. So you don't run into the way people do it. You need to build your own foundation to know that, okay, this is how I can possibly jump, and this is the level of what I can jump. You don't need to do beyond what you've mastered. So you only do what you master as a skills. Yes. So those are the four things I would like to discuss first on skill progression. And next thing is avoid common mistakes. Yes. You need to avoid common mistakes when you are skating. For example, some skaters make a very low progression when it comes to roller skating because some of them don't even warm up or take their safety gear as something important that they need to do, or mastering the very simple skills that they need to master. Skating is fun, so if you don't respect the progress, it's a risk of injury or loss of confidence. Yes, if you don't respect the progress, like what I've just explained earlier, that you need to respect the progress. Why? Because I jump over 1 meter. Okay, for example, you audience, somebody from the audience, for example, now jump from the floor and jump over 1 meter height. And me as a learner, as a beginner, I was like, okay, let me also jump this. So when I tried to jump it and I fell, maybe I twinkle my hand, my leg, or I have any form of injury, I will lose my confidence that, oh no, maybe I can never jump this. You see? So I would lost my confidence that maybe I can never jump this, which if I have followed the normal procedure and I start to learn mine, so I will know that, okay, I am able to jump this time. So risk of injuries, as I said, risk of injuries also involve if you skip the progress, if you skip stage. So what else again do we have? So if you don't respect that skills, it's going to be very, very hard for you to do it. And the next thing we are going to discuss here is improvement of physical and mental too, motivational and mindset. Like whenever you are skating, you need to motivate yourself. Like you need to believe in yourself that yes, this thing you can really do it. Yes, you need to motivate yourself that this thing you can really do it. Without you having the mindset of the fact that you can do it, it will seems impossible. Yes, it will seems impossible. Maybe you just see somebody just jump, drop down. You wonder that how. So if the person does not have the mindset that yes, this thing I can do it, don't let deceive ourselves. The person will not be able to do it. That is just the honest truth. So one other thing, that is just the honest truth, you'll not be able to do it because you need to think and see how small steps improve you as a skater. Yes, maybe from like jumping the distance of 80 centimeter today, when you set a weekly goal that okay, this week I must be able to jump. Okay, for example, maybe 1 meter, and I started by jumping 200 centimeters. I increase this to 300 centimeter, 400 centimeter, like that. Before you know, if I train for 1 hour every day, that means I have 7 hours of the week to train. So it means within that 7 hours, I'll be able to learn something far very important than somebody that train once a week. Do you understand that? Now, so, and as for every weekly goal you set, For example, you have achieved your aim of jumping up to 1 meter long. That is something like a long jump. You have successfully done that. You need to celebrate it. It's called for a celebration. Yes, you heard me right. It calls for celebration. Personally, from my own experience, whenever I complete a goal that I set that okay, this thing I'm going to do it, and I was able to do it, it called for a celebration. I will celebrate it within my club members, my students. I will celebrate it with them that okay, this is my goal for the week, this is my goal for the day, and I achieve it. So it always calls for celebration. This will also motivate you as a person, and those who are your club members, it will also motivate them because they will be eager to celebrate their own what's it called, to celebrate their own success too. So that is the reason why you need to celebrate it no matter how small it is. Like for example, even if I jump something very small, not bigger than this, not higher than this skateboard, not higher than this skateboard, if I put it on the landscape like this and I jump over it, and if this is my target for the week to jump, it's fine. It called for a celebration. As far as I was able to accomplish the task, because we always judge the what's it called? We always judge whatever we do based on the obstacles that we have overcome to achieve our goal. So you might say it's easy, maybe if it's easy for you, and you might say it's hard. But the most important thing is for you to just achieve your weekly goal. So that's the main important thing for you to achieve your weekly goal. And one common mistake some athletes or some skaters rather do is that they whenever they get to their training place, they just be like they are always eager to put on their roller skate. They are always eager to put it on. So whenever you are rushing to put this guy on, you are rushing to put this roller skate on, and getting to the training ground, you just rush and be like, okay, let me put this on and start rolling up, start jumping, start doing, start that. It's not always advisable for you that whenever you get to the training ground, you just jump into this and start rolling. No, it's not done. You have to do some kind of warm up exercise. Yes, you heard me right. You have to do some warm up exercise. Now, the question is, the question somebody asked me when I was making a tutorial on Facebook, he asked me that why is it necessary to do a warm up before the exercise, before the skating himself that. So he was trying to ask me from the angle that the roller skating itself is an exercise. Yes, I know. And I'm going to make a video personally on that because roller skating or inline skating, skating generally combine all the four classes of exercise, whether you're a bodybuilder, you are doing aerobics, anaerobics, fitness exercise, it's all comprised in this little guy here. So so he said, since he's coming to do exercise, why did he need to warm up? Very good question. And personally, I will be making a video pertaining that question that the audience, the viewer asked me. So just imagine your car, for example, your car, you just get to your car and you start it and started running, speeding up 200 kilometers per hour. So what did you think will happen to your car? Okay, if that example does not fit best to explain it more. For example, when I just woke you up from bed, stand up, and you started running, speeding up. So what will you think will happen to you? What will happen to you is that your body is not awake, your body system are not fully functional the moment you wake up. So you stressing it on the run immediately will stress you up. In fact, will make you lose your sense of control. It will make you feel uncomfortable. Yes, it will make you feel uncomfortable. So whenever you get to the training ground and you do some kind of warm up exercise, just like a light jogging from 5 meters, you run like 10 times, you come back, you stretch your hand, you do some stance, you do some bow stance, you stretch your hand. I'm going to make a personal video on the kind of stance. Do watch it from my channel. So I will show you the kind of stance that you need to do to warm up whenever you get to your training ground. So when you do the warming up, it will reawaken your all your muscles. It will reawaken your sleeping muscle. It will make them to be functional and to be free and be ready to for the skating. So if your body is not fully functional and ready for the skating, obviously whenever you start, it will be very difficult for you to skate. Why? Because it will make you exhaust your energy very fast. That is one. And you might not feel comfortable, you might not feel your body system comfortable at times, and it's used to affect your breathing, your cardiovascular. It used to affect it at times, so that some people you see them when they just start, they just, I'm tired. No, but if you warm up and reawaken all your sleeping muscles, your joints, and every other part of your body, they are awoken, they are aware that okay, yes, it's time for exercise, it's time for the job. So good. Everybody's awoken and they know that okay, yes, something is going on. The blood flow around your body smoothly. Then you come back to your roller skate, put on your socks, lace this thing up, and start the business of the day. It always be like that. So whenever you do that, it always help you a lot in building as a sportsman. So it helps you build that too. So don't forget about what I've discussed about balancing our stance, turning, stopping, and control, improvement to build your confidence, avoid common mistakes, skipping warm up and stretching, ignoring safety gears, trying advance move too earlier. Those are the things that we've discussed on today's life. So, but let me quickly discuss something. I'm just always obsessed about safety. Yes, I love to discuss about safety very well, even outside the skating world. Outside the skating, safety is always important because it is only who skates and skates safe is a skater. If you skate and you don't skate safe and you got yourself involved in an accident during the course of your activity, it means you don't skate safe. And that is why I told you not to forget the 3S: speed, safety, and self control. Speed, safety, and self control. It is very important. Always let it be in your mind. And don't go too fast by starting an activity that you don't practice. You need to build your own step by step to be able to improve yourself on it. As I told you, skating don't just happen one day. Okay, Mattis Gamer, how are you doing today? Where are you streaming from? Let me know where you are streaming from the comment section. Please kindly subscribe to this channel so that you'll be having a notification whenever I'm online on live. Yes. Hi, Matthias Gamer. You are welcome to the live. Where are you streaming from? Let me know where you are streaming from. In case you are just joining us, this is Success Focus Sports Academy, Abuja, Nigeria. So, and I've discussed a lot of things as you are just joining us. This is Success Focus Sports Academy, I say. So, we've discussed a lot of things so far before you join us earlier, and which are key points on how you can improve your skating skills. So, and I said so far that skating don't just happen overnight. Yes, it don't just happen overnight. You need to be disciplined and practice some kind of behavior and activities that will make you be a good skater, which I said one, um, consistent in training. We discussed about consistent in training. We discussed about basic skills to progress. We discussed about balance and stance, skating forward and backward, turning, stop, and control, and how to improve by building your confidence. And you should avoid common mistakes. Yes. So those are the things that we have discussed before your arrival. So so those are the things that we have discussed before you are joining us. So and master um to master fundamental tricks before going to advanced level is also important to avoid accident, injuries, and all that. So you need to avoid it. So where are you streaming from? Audience from the comment section. Where are you streaming from? Dawood. Where are you streaming from? Matthias Gamer. Where are you streaming from? Sadi Mast. Where are you streaming from? Where are you streaming from? Let me know from the comment section. Thanks for your love and support. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It really helps me a lot when you subscribe to this channel and give it a thumb, please. Let's give it a thumb to support the live. It's having one like and a viewer really helps me a lot because I know it helps me grow better with you guys supporting my life. So let's feel together like a family. You can get us on any social media and do at Success Focus Sports Academy, Abuja, SFSA. So SFSA. All right, we stop here tonight. Today we discuss the skill, progression, skills, mistake, and common mindsets for skating. Remember safety, please. Safety is very important and the step by step to grow. So if you enjoy this live, please comment and subscribe so that we can grow this community. Yes, so that we can grow this community, we would like to design a kind of community that we support each other to grow. Please give it a thumb. Thank you guys for your love and support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your love and support. See you guys tomorrow. Much appreciated. Once again, this is a live section from Success Focus Sports Academy, Abuja. See you tomorrow.